Hello, class. Today we're looking at proportions. We're looking in our red book, page 114, numbers 6 through 24, even. Let's get started. Now remember, when we're talking about proportions, proportions measure for equivalence. We want to see if the two ratios are equivalent. There are two ways we can make that determination. We can make that determination by doing a comparison of whether or not the proportions cross product, if they are equal, or we can make the determination to see if one ratio can be converted to the other ratio either by multiplying or dividing by the same factor. Okay, now let's take a look. Here, 1/5 and 6/30. Okay, two approaches. If we cross multiply, then 30 times 1 is 30, and 5 times 6 is 30. It's even. The other way we can make the determination is, how can we convert 5 to 30? Multiplying by 6. How do we convert 1 to 6? Multiplying by 6. That's our second check. And in both cases, we have an equivalent proportion. Okay, so let's take a look. Cross product, 30, 30. Okay, converting for equivalence, this is times 6, it would equal 30. 1 times 6 would equal 6. Therefore, this is a yes. It is proportion. Okay? Let's look now at number 8. Number 8, when we take a look at it, we ask the same question. We can cross product, so that 16 times 2 would be 32. 5 times 40 would be 200. So far, we have a no. But let's double check. 2 times what equals 40? 2 times 20. 5 times 20 does not equal 16. Therefore, this is a no. It's not proportion. Okay? Let's look now at number 10. On number 10, we have 18 27ths and 33 44ths. So now, we would need to check. We would cross product. Okay? I'm going to pull my calculator out. All right, I have 18 times 44. I have 792. Pardon me. All right, 27 times 33. I have 891. Now, to my knowledge, there is no number times or divided between 18 and 33 that will make them equivalent. Same as 27 and 44. Therefore, this is a no. All right, let's look at number 12. Number 12, we have 12 tenths, 14 twelfths. If we cross multiply, we have 144 here, and here we have 140. Okay, so far it is a no. All right, is there any number we can multiply or divide 12 by to get 14? No. And then 10 to 12? No. So this one is also a no. Okay, let's take a look here at number 14. On number 14, we have 4/15 and 15/42. Okay, we are going to multiply cross product 15 times 15, and we get 225. Okay, now 42 times 4, and we get 168. Okay, all right. There is no number in between to convert one to the other. Therefore, this is also a no. Let's look at number 16. Number 16, let's use cross product method. So that's 77 times 38 will give us 2,926. And then 57 times 49 will give us 2,793. That is also going to be unknown. Okay? Now, let's look at number 18. On number 18, says 12 players from 21 teams, and then 15 players from 24 teams. We want to tell whether or not the two ratios are proportional. So we have 12 players, 21 teams. Okay? So therefore we have players to players. All right? And team to team. Okay? Notice how I set this up. So we have 12 players to 21 teams. Now we have 15 players to 24 teams. Okay? All right. Now from there, we would cross product 12, 24, and we get 288, and then 15 times 21, and we get 315, and we discover that for number 18, they are not proportionate. Okay, so this is a no. Let's look at 20. We have units to units, days to days. Okay, 120 units to 88 units, 5 days to 4 days. Okay, and so therefore we would use cross product 4 times 120, and we would discover that that's 480, and then 5 times 88 we discover is 440. Okay, and so therefore we will make the determination that no. Okay, then we have 68 hits to 172 bats, 68 hits to 172 bats, 43 hits to 123 bats. We want to use cross product. Okay, therefore we have 68 times 123, we get 8,064. Then we have 43 times 172, and we get 7,396. That will be a no. Okay, now we have number 24. On number 24, the question reads, find the heartbeats of you and your friend. Do these rates form a proportion? So this is you, your heartbeat per second. This is your friend, their heartbeat per second. Okay? And so you need to find the heartbeat rates of you and your friend. So what we want to do is get the rate. So if we want the rate, we have for you can't see this. Okay. for you, we have 22 beats, 20 seconds. You want to get the rate, okay? Remember, when our definition of rate is comparing two things that are not the same. So we want to break it down to one to get the unit rate, okay? And then this is the friend, okay? And the friend is 18 to 15, okay? So now, if we want to break this down to the unit rate, we're going to turn our camera here just a little bit. There we go. Then we would need to break this down to 1. And in order to do that, we must divide by 20 in this case, okay? All right, and so therefore, when we break it down, then we see that 22 divided by 20 is 1.1. So this will be 1.1 to 1 for you. For your friend, we will divide both by 15, and we will discover that this is 1.2 to 1. So we have found the rate, okay? So now that we have found the rate, this one for you is 1.1 beats per second. For your friend is 1.2 beats per second. And so the question is, do these rates form a proportion? This is 1.1 is not equal to 1.2, so therefore that it will be a no, okay? And so since that is a no, then it asks us why to explain. The explanation is that per second, they are not equal, okay? You at 1.1 and your friend at 1.2 per second, not proportion because they're not equal. That is just as simple as it gets, okay? Now, don't forget, this is your assignment. Hopefully, you understand proportions better. And hopefully tomorrow morning when we come together, we will have a better understanding and we can move forward to our next assignment. Have a good day.